I think in my own life, stepping into being an executive coach happened quite coincidentally. It was never planned, and writing books was absolutely not planned. And getting those books published, and being an executive coach in a completely white male-dominated industry was absolutely not a plan. So how this took place is, I'll just take a little backstory, is I remember I had come down to India, my dad was transferred here for his work, and I had come down here to complete my graduation. And when I was going back, all the friends who had made here in India were like, oh my goodness, you're stepping into a land of opportunities and there is so much of success there, most people are successful there. And I was like, yeah, because now I was going back after a long time. So I remember when I was there and I did my post-graduation and I started working, I realized that not many people are successful in the corporate world, despite being in a country which is having all the resources at that point of time also, and being in a country where billions of dollars are still spent on training and development. And everybody, in some way or the other, was struggling in the corporate life, was not achieving, in spite of the fact that they had great knowledge and support and resources. And so I started, these little programs in the company that I was working at, and I started these little programs, and I would do it for free inside the organization. It started to help people. My friends started to invite me. They said, why don't you do it for us? And of course, you cannot charge at that time because it's a conflict of interest. So I would do it free of cost. And I would say, yeah, if it's helping, why not, And what I realized is that everyone is so much into skills, developing of skills. Not that it's not needed, don't get me wrong there. What I'm trying to say here and what I did at that point of time was, there is a life in the corporate world beyond your skills, and that life is basically you, because you take yourself with you everywhere. So you're taking yourself into that meeting, into that project, into that next level, into that next position and title. You are taking yourself with you everywhere. How imperative is it for you to work on yourself? Which was not happening at that point of time, and it still doesn't happen. And still when I'm with companies, they are awed at the content I bring in, because they are like, oh, we didn't know this was important. So, having coached people even from NASA, even from some of these athletes, though I don't do it now it's purely for corporates. All of these people, they are the ones who are concentrating so much on themselves. When an astronaut is sent up, if you see their trainings in the NASA, you'll be amazed that more than training them on their skills and the abilities, they are actually trained on how they can manage their state of being. Because anything can go up there, right, wrong, or right, anything can happen up there. How do they become winners and come down? The same is with coaches and with the athletes and everything. My question was always, why then do we shy away in the corporate world from talking about all of this, from actually taking a part into focusing on yourself more than you can focus on your job, because that's very, very imperative for every leader. So that's where the journey began, and people started to see a huge difference in their performance. And I really enjoy doing what I am doing, because now we started off with individual contributors, but now we do only senior leaders and up. But like you said, the journey is very, very enjoyable even now after 18.